Good morning. It's Patrick Reed from the Adamas Principle. We've got a bunch of charts for you today, but wow, what an absolute terrorizing week for equities. The Asian tech stocks really looking somewhat sick, bringing down the Nasdaq, the S&P, then the cash Dow Jones, and, the classic risk-off dollar firm ensued. A few weeks ago, the bond market was flagging, all is not well. 10-year yields off, 30-year yields off, and 2-year spiking. This really bedded in after the Fed's hawkish pivot mid-June, but really developed further. So, the bond market is the truth. It remains the truth and always will be the truth. But you really had a dollar higher risk off. And that's the theme. Why? Nobody really knows, other than inflation fears and a potential hawkish pivot that's substantial, just at the point when we need accommodation in policy. So let's see what the Fed has to say about all this. The first chart, euro dollar. Here we have a really a mixed bag. We did sell off and close below this 118.48, but we're currently testing it to crack above. We really need to watch this 119.46 because it absolutely has to stay below here for those dollar bulls to regain the Fed's narrative, the macro narrative that they all know and love. However, 117.71 is a pretty decent trend line. It shut the door on any future lows there. And then above that, above 119.46, you've got that 123.38. There'll be something to be said when we reach up there, if we do. Next chart. Aussie dollar. Who says technicals don't work? This 23.6 fib came in at 74.20. And guess what? 2 pips below. And now we're testing that 62 onwards and upwards. But there's a small matter of 75.66 to be reckoned with. If we do close above there, it could be all the way up to 76, 77 and beyond. I doubt that very much, but you just never know. All eyes on equities, especially Asian stocks, for this to have more upside. Next chart. Dollar yen. This was a massive sell-off, and dollar yen went lower on risk off, which is what it should be doing on a real risk off scenario. Oil getting nuked, helping the cause. But have a look at 109.62. That's the 76.4 fib. And we're currently, testing 93s, 4s. If we do go higher up to 111, the big figure, I would expect not the option play we had previously, but I would expect some sellers to turn up and say hello. Next chart, final. It's dollar CAD. Okay. It's the daily. We've cracked above this 124.25, and we really are having new gains on the risk-off scenario because obviously oil was much lower. But the big one is 126.40. That is the big line in the sand, whether this dollar has a lot of might or it's just a healthy correction and on we go much lower. The mid-Bollinger Band that came in at 123, the figure, that was key. That was key. So there you have it, 123.66 to 126.40. That's it from me. My name's Patrick Reed. Have a wonderful football-filled weekend. Thank you very much.